Hi, Nastasia. How you doing? Okay, so I want to talk about this. Got the front cover up, and I think it's visually very interesting. I think there's a lot here that's drawing the viewer in, and but there's one thing that I want to say about the front that's not there, and it's not there's nothing here. I think visually it's drawing the viewer in, but since these names could very well be random names, because nobody's going to recognize any of these names. I there's really not anything here to hold the viewer in, let alone to make them turn this over to read the back. Your attempt was great. Let's expand on that. I get it. I get what you're saying. You're talking about accelerating expand. I get it. I don't know if the viewer is going to get it. I'm not sure. I think this is the toughest part of the front cover here, is trying to come up with a tagline or a byline or something, because it is physics. And I read through this a few times now, and there's not a whole lot we can take out of here in terms of like what. Remember, my first suggestion was to maybe use the word supernova to get a if you slip the word supernova in there, it's at least going to be enough of a word that creates a question mark enough that the viewer might just happen to turn this over. Only because it's such a descriptive and kind of a cool word, you know what I mean? So using expand, I get where you're going. Like I said, I just don't know if it's enough. So that was my main concern, is the tagline, is somehow making this interesting enough to make the viewer want to turn it over and go ahead and read about it. Did you see what I'm saying? Otherwise, visually, I think it's very interesting. You've got some really awesome depth going on here. It's actually kind of stunning, especially right through here. And it's pretty neat. I would, that this is the only flat area in this whole, other than your type, which should be flat, but and type effects even are taking on this kind of dimensional nuance. So that's really cool. But this circle right here is just flat. So I wonder if we could get that into some kind of see how that one almost looks like the rings of a planet or something as we're looking down on them. It's so dimensional. It's like you're looking right down on them. This one kind of the same, but not as strong as this. And then this one is just completely flat. I hope you see what I mean. All right, cool. Good job. Any questions at all, let me know, and I'll be glad to clarify. Thanks.